Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to a brand new episode of PIX to Bricks, the series on my channel where I try to the best of my abilities to recreate your dream home in inZOI. How's everybody doing today? Are you guys excited for the December update? I don't know if you saw the last week update from K-June on Discord, but basically they said that they're gonna add in-game a fully customizable window, and oh my god, you guys, I jumped from the chair when I saw it. I wanted so badly a window like this since day one of inZOI. I mean, just imagine how good the in-wall fireplace will look if we can customize the shape and size of our windows. I swear I was so happy when I saw it that I literally jumped off my chair. Now we only need the exact same thing for doors, and then, my friends, we are in business. Okie dokie, my friends, we got tons to talk about today, but before we start, I wanted to give a special shout out to Kirsten, who hasn't been feeling very well lately. Honey, if you're listening, we're all sending you so much love with the hope that you get better as soon as possible. Alright, with that being said, you guys know the drill by now. Grab a nice snack, get yourself something to drink, sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. As I said before, today's video is extra special because it's a request from one of you guys. This request came from Alex, so Alex, if you're watching, this one is for you. Alex asked me to recreate this beautiful modern farmhouse, and I don't know about you guys, but to me, this style screams cozy family vibes. His request is where to have a swimming pool, a studio for a woodmaster, lots of teen and kids bedroom, and at least one bedroom for a pair of twins, and something like a movie room. It didn't need to be a full theater, but at least a comfy space with a couch and a big TV. For the interior design and furnishing, he asked me to keep the modern farmhouse style. Now, the front of this house in the reference picture looked stunning, but after doing some researches, I discovered that this is actually an AI-enhanced concept that hasn't been developed or even built. I couldn't find any photo of the back of the house or any layout, so I went to plan B. After researching tons of farmhouse homes, I noticed that many of them only have one size that really scream wow, with a lot of curb appeals and details, and then the rest of the side of the house, they're kind of flat, plain, and kind of sad actually. But I didn't want that for Alex's home, so I got very creative while still trying to respect the core of the farmhouse style as much as possible. So as you can see, this house is ginormous. I built it in Bliss Bay on the biggest lot we got. We have 7 bedrooms, 6 bathrooms, an home office, a woodmaster studio, a laundry room, a decent sized home gym, and a full home cinema. Outside we have a fully equipped outdoor kitchen and a big beautiful pool. As you can see, we are practically done with the main structure at the moment, and I have to say I love that this house has so much curve appeal and so much dimension on both sides. Okie dokie, my friend. As usual, let's start within the first floor and then work our way upstairs. Starting at the front of the house, there is this beautiful pathway leading you to the front door and porch. Since we don't have any terrain paint yet, we have to work our magic with platform and floor pieces. I started by recreating the walkway using a platform right at the very front of the lot, and then I added a second platform right in the center that leads you straight to the front porch. And to finish off everything, I created a few rectangular platform shapes to mimic those floating stepping stone pathway from the inspiration picture. I also wanted a clear distinction between the main walkway and the front garden. The inspo photo had this small wall or maybe stone divider that it was so cute, and it clearly separated the walkway from the front garden. And at first I tried to recreate it with a platform to keep the shape clean and tight, but platform sides, they don't really have many customization. We only have 4, and none of them was the one that I wanted to use because I really wanted to use that beautiful new stone texture from the latest update. I thought it was matching perfectly the inspo picture. So instead what I did was to build the room of the shape I needed. remove the ceiling and the wall, and then raise it on a foundation. And voila! Foundations gave us way more customization option, and I was able to use the beautiful stone texture. Although I gotta say, I'm not really crazy about the tiny steps between the foundation and the floor, but I guess it will do for now. At the beginning, I was a little nervous about the landscaping because I'm not the best of it. I usually do desert or modern Mediterranean style, so farmhouse landscaping is totally out of my comfort zone. But honestly, I think this one turned out really pretty. It is clean and tight, very modern. I am very satisfied with the final result. As you can see, I added a small strip of floor tile between the stone wall and the walkway, and then I customized it with the greenery pattern and I gave it a brown tone to simulate the soil. Then I added some bushes, a few flowers. The yellow one and purple one felt perfect for the vibe of this build. I also placed down a couple of aloe vera plants. They always stand out nicely and they fit perfectly in that area. And I kind of repeated the setup on the inside of the stone wall too. As you can see, I'm covering up the front of the porch platform. Let me explain why. I used a 3.9 meter high on both floors because I wanted the front patio to sit on a platform instead of a foundation. But I wasn't really loving the platform size texture. That concrete brick partner just looked like it's unfinished, like the wall doesn't have the finish coat or the finish paint. So I used those pointy bush to cover everything and blend it into the green. And then I added some more small rounded bushes right in front of the first bushes. It came out clean, simple, and perfect for hiding that ugly bits. Also, as you saw in the thumbnail of this video, the walkway and the pathway intersect at some point, and in the reference photo, that concrete area had a nice rounded shape. But since we can't make any curves in inZOI yet, and trying to fake it would look way weird, I kept everything rectangular. Instead, right in the front of the two stone walls, I added a diamond-shaped greenery area as a cute little flower bed to make the space feel intentional and aesthetically pleasing. I made it by shaping a room into a diamond, removing the ceiling and the walls, applying the greenery texture to the floor, painting the side green with the old paint to mimic the grass, and then adding a few bushes, flower and grass just enough for dimension without making it feel too overgrown. As you can see, most of the landscaping is in the front of the building, since in the backyard we do have the pool, the outdoor kitchen, the sunbathing area. I decided to fill up the rest of the space with this modern floating concrete pathway. I thought they fit the vibe perfectly. To finish the look at the front, I extended the rock wall on each side of the house. I think it gives everything a more polished and finished look. The front porch has a couple of outdoor seating area, and I wanted to furnish it but not overwhelming the space, so on each side I added a sofa, a couple of armchairs, a coffee table and an easel. And here, my friend, is where we get our daily drama, because what even is a build without a little chaos, right? So let me tell you the tale. I started furnishing using my usual resize trick, and I furnished the front porch and part of the first floor. I saved, I exited, and then I came back the next day to just see that every single object had reverted to the default size. I thought, okay, maybe it's just a bug, no panic, let's get out of the game without saving, let's switch off the PC, switch it on again, and let's re-enter the game and everything will be fine. Not a chance. I saved the house as a preset and tried with another save to see if maybe the problem was the save I was using, and still nothing was working. At this point, I created an entire new save file, and then I placed a random ZOI to whatever lot, and I placed down an item and enlarged it to the biggest possible saved and exit, switch off my computer, switch it on again, and still nothing was working. So at this point I thought, okay, maybe I missed a patch note or an hotfix, or maybe I should just reinstall the whole game. I did that too, but nothing worked. So I decided to contact the support, and they replied in less than 4 hours asking for more information, and after a few days exchanging mails, they confirmed that the default object was never meant to be resized. And the recent update refined object behavior to follow those rules, so this means that resize object now reset every time you load your game. You guys, there are no words to say how disappointed I was. The resize default object add so much personality to build, make every space so unique, and I couldn't believe it. I was like, no, please guys, please just put it back, make it work. It's just makes so much different for us. Please, 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 please. So guys, let's manifest this feature coming back into the game one day. Anyway, moving on. When you first step in through the front door, you're greeted by this huge space with a ginormous in-wall fireplace separating the entryway from the living room. Little side note, I love that we now have fire effects, so we don't need to, resize fire pit and place it into the wall, especially now since we cannot resize item anymore. I just created a tiny rectangular room. I added a fire effect inside and some wood piles object that we have in game. And then I used the small square windows, placing it side by side to create a long, unique window. I can't wait for the new customizable window coming in the next update. Being able to make them as long and tall or short as we want is going to be a game changer for me. For the foyer, I added a couple of benches, 2 racks and an end table attached to the wall, and 3 big paintings just above the fireplace windows. To your right, a double door leads you to the home office, and an archway takes you to the bedroom wing of this first floor. On the left-hand side, with no wall separation, you'll find the living room. Let's start with the left-hand side. The living room has a minimal layout. I added a big nice TV, some wall shelves, and painted them with the wooden swatches, a big nice comfy sofa, 4 armchairs, a coffee table, a big rug to tie everything together, and few decoration here and there. And since the wall behind the sofa felt a little bit empty, I added painting and an end table with a vintage gramophone. Behind the sofa, there is a huge archway leading you into the kitchen and dining area. Since this is the biggest room in the house, I decided to merge both into one open space. The kitchen runs into an L shape with a big island right in the middle and a coffee station just behind it. I used this modern cabinet that still fits perfectly the farmhouse vibe. I also added a second faucet in the island, because I saw that lots of modern farmhouse kitchen have a secondary prep sink for entertaining. For the dining area, I really wanted to use the conference table, but it was way too big for that space. So I used a minimal wooden table and I added a chair, including 2 extra per side for a fuller look. I also added a chandelier, some flower on the table, and a toddler chair in the corner because this home is definitely for a big family. A second archway connected the kitchen to an hallway that leads to a bedroom, a bathroom, and a staircase that will take you upstairs. The bedroom is a simple double guest room. I went in with a nice fireplace, a big bed, 2 nightstands, a couple of wardrobes. I also added an armchair in a corner to make it feel more cozy. I went in to tie everything up with a rug and added few decoration here and there. As per the bathroom, even though this one is accessible to everyone and it is not an ensuite bathroom, I still went in with a full bathroom, with a toilet, a vanity, and a bathtub. Okie dokie, let's move on to the right hand side of the house. Once you're in the foyer, immediately to your right, there is a double glass door that brings you into the home office. Here we have big windows, a desk with a computer, a couple of armchairs, some shelves full of books and all the essential office equipment. Back in the foyer, an archway leads you into an hallway where you'll find the first junior suite of the house, a bathroom, a twins teen room, and an home gym. Let's start with the junior suite. It has a big ensuite bathroom and a walk-in closet. For the closet, I use a couple of wardrobe, a dresser, the new mirror we got, and a shoe rack. I also added on the side a puff. I decided to keep it simple because the space was limited, but I still wanted to feel like a proper walk-in closet. So I separated it from the bedroom using a full wall with 2 archways at each side of the bed. For the bedroom, I used a nice double bed, a couple of nightstands with pendant lights above, and I kept the decoration minimal and very clean. At first, the windows of the room didn't really allow me to place down a fireplace, but then I realized I could create a corner fireplace setup just like the one you see in Real House Farmhouse on Pinterest. So I removed one of the windows and built in a diamond-shaped corner. I added the fireplace with a nice TV above, and I used columns to create that built-in look. The outer columns match the wall material, while the inner ones match the dark wood tone of the bed. I also decided to push the inner columns a little bit back just to give depth to the entire area. So at this point, one of the windows faced an empty room, so I decided to cover it with an entire curtain. From the outside, it looks great, and from the inside, it works perfectly. Regarding the ensuite bathroom, it's very spacious with a bathtub, a double vanity, and a toilet. Fun fact, originally this space was supposed to be a sunroom off the kitchen, but the layout didn't really work out. I wanted to put the kitchen on a larger side of the house, so I repurposed it with the largest ensuite bathroom we have in this house. Next, we have the first twin bedroom for teen twins. 2 single beds, nightstand, wardrobe, 2 desks with computer, shelvings, and racks. I imagine one of the teen being really into music and the other one being more into gaming or perhaps design. So I added items for their different interests into the room. This room doesn't have an ensuite but shares an hallway bathroom which has a shower, a vanity, and a toilet. Next to it, there is the home gym. It is bright and airy with treadmills and yoga mat, weights, machines, ceiling fan, and I also add a nice TV, a water dispenser, a stereo, and few decoration here and there. Alrighty, my friends, moving on to the outdoors. The back porch is quite spacious. On the left-hand side, I built a fireplace not fully in wall, but with that farmhouse style chimney shape that's wider at the bottom and narrowed at the top. I actually created a tiny room using half wall, added a fire effect inside, and placed a little woodpile object to make it feel extra cozy. And at the front, I placed 4 of those small rectangular windows to create the opening where you can see the fire burning inside. And for the chimney top, I used one of the kitchen structure, the rustic modern one, because it had the perfect shape for this fireplace. I painted the bottom part white and the top part with the same stone texture I used throughout the entire house. I then added a rug, a coffee table, some armchair and a cozy sofa, and some decoration here and there, and a speaker. On the right hand side, I made another sitting area by adding 2 comfy sofas, 2 armchairs, a guitar, some decoration, a coffee table, and 2 medium racks placed together to form a large one since we can't resize anymore. I'm sorry guys, I cannot stress this enough. Resizing is a game changer. But it's fine. The next video, I'm not gonna be so upset about it because I would get already used to the fact that we cannot resize anymore. Anyway, moving on. I didn't want to place normal stairs at the back porch because they would be interrupted by the 2 main columns of the area. So what I did instead, it was to build the stairs with platforms to move down to the pool area. I basically created rooms of the shape I wanted, and then as usual, raise the floor to the eye I needed, remove the walls, remove the ceiling, and boom, I was done. The pool is quite big and I wanted so bad to add an hot tub in this build. Since we don't have one, I created an hot tub effect. Basically, I created a room, removed the wall and the ceiling, and then I raised it onto a foundation, and inside of that I draw a mini pool. I paint everything with the same tile color to make it look like it's a unique thing, and then I added a smoke effect to simulate the warmth of the water. To separate the pool area from the outdoor kitchen, I built an outdoor fireplace using 2 rooms, one inside the other, and raised the floor at different height. I then removed the walls and the ceiling and customized the exterior with a white paint and used that gravel pattern texture on the darkest color on the inside. I then added a few fire effects in, and that was pretty much it. Ideally, this could have been a waterfall cascading into the pool, but since we don't have that option yet, the fireplace still works really nicely here. To finish up the space on each side of the fireplace, I added a flower bed with greenery and tons of flower just to bring a little bit of landscaping on this wall area. Behind this, we have an outdoor living room with 2 fire pits and 4 big comfy sofas with front pillows. Then the stairs lead you to the outdoor kitchen. It does have a fridge, some kitchen counter, a barbecue, a faucet, a water dispenser, and enough seating for a big family. I really wanted once again to use the large conference table, but it was way too large for this space, so what I did instead is to take that beautiful natural shaped table and place one next to another, giving you 8 seats in total. To finish up, I added 3 chandeliers above the 2 tables and a couple of lights and few decoration here and there. I didn't want this space to feel closed up, so to create a gazebo-like feel, I used a back wall and front pillars to keep it airy but grounded. And since fire is everywhere in this house, I added a bunch of fire alarms basically everywhere. Behind the outdoor kitchen, I placed 3 garbage bins separated from half wall on each side. To the right of the pool is the sunbathing area. I built 2 platforms and added the beautiful steel pergola that we got from the April update and customized it with a nice wood tone. I added 4 chaiselong, 2 tables, and few decoration. Here's the thing, since the object don't stay resized, the pergola will revert to its original large size, which is way too big for the space. So if that bothers you too much in game, you can delete them and replace them with some umbrella instead. Behind the sunbathing area, just on the right hand side, I created an hidden sport area with a basketball hoop, nothing too crazy, just something fun for the kids. I made sure to place it a little hidden, not to ruin the aesthetic of the lot. And with that, the first floor is officially done, so let's go upstairs. The stairways bring you up to the hallway that connects all the rooms of the second floor and the front balcony. The first room upstairs immediately to your right is the home cinema. Alex said it didn't need to be anything fancy, but since the house is huge and there's more than enough space for everyone, I decided to dedicate this entire room to a proper full-size home theater for him. This home cinema is a little bit different from what I usually do because it actually has a window in it. From the outside, the window looked way too good, so I just couldn't bring myself to remove it. Instead, I added 2 big curtains that can be closed to keep the whole room dark and cozy. For the walls, I went in with the soundproof paneling in a dark, moody green, paired with wooden floors and wooden ceiling. I placed 2 big sofas with some throw-on pillow and added 2 buff chairs, the one that looked like a drop shape. I remember I used to have one in my room back in the early 2000s, and I remember it was super comfy to sit in, but not very comfy to get out of it. I don't know, do you guys relate? Let me know in the comment section down below. Anyway, I went the extra mile to make the space feel even cozier by placing some puff that we got from the Chahaya DLC in front of the sofa to create a lounging vibe. Then I added poster, minimal lighting, a snack station, a soda dispenser, and of course the biggest screen possible. And obviously I raised the 3 row of seating at different heights to get that extra touch of realism. Next should be the master bedroom. Very spacious. It does have a double bed with 2 nightstands with few decoration on it. I also added a big mirror and just in front of the bed a sofa with 2 armchairs, and I tied everything up with a big rug. I added on the side of the sofa a side table with some book and 2 coffee tables. Since we can't resize, I used one side table from Chahaya, small, and another one same shape but a little bit larger. To complete the atmosphere, I add in the new fireplace that we got, which I absolutely love, and you'll see me using it basically everywhere in this build. I then added above a nice big TV, a speaker, some decoration, and 2 paths for extra seating. This master bedroom also has an ensuite bathroom and a walk-in closet. The ensuite bathroom has a shower, a vanity, and a toilet. No bathtub sadly, but the space worked better this way. The walk-in closet is small but functional with wardrobe, dresser, and a shoe rack. Moving on, the next room is the Woodmaster's little studio. I didn't want to make this way too big because honestly we don't have that much furniture for this type of space. So what I did was to place 2 work tables. One is the general crafting table, the other one is the crafting table to create furniture. I put one on each side of the room. I then added in a kitchen cabinet and customized it to make it match with the working table, and add on top a 3D printer to make it look a little bit lived in and already used. I also added a horse toy, I don't really know how to call that, and a stool to make it look like the wooden master is already creating items for the house. Okie dokie, moving on, the next bedroom is a kid's room. I imagine this to be the one for the toddler of this family. It's a very cozy space, not too big, not too small, and full of natural tones and lots of toy. I add in a single bed, a nightstand, a playstand, a dresser, and few wall decoration here and there, some painting, and it came together really cute and very warm. Coming out from the toddler's bedroom, immediately to your right, you have a lounge small area that connects you to the outdoor balcony. Now, I think this balcony was meant to be purely aesthetic. I mean, in the inspo pic, there is nothing on it, but I didn't want it to feel empty. So I add in a chess table and a couple of chairs just to give it a purpose. Back inside, you have an archway that connects the main hallway to a more private hallway leading to the remaining bedrooms. The next 2 bedrooms originally had their own ensuite bathroom, but by the end of the build, I realized that this house had everything except the laundry room. So I was like, okay, seriously, Sylvia? I had to sacrifice one of the ensuite bathrooms and making it into a laundry room, so now these 2 bedrooms have to share a bathroom which is in the hallway. Not a big deal, but still, getting hold, you guys. Now, the bedroom on the right hand side is for the oldest son, or at least in my imagination is for the oldest son. He is really into music, so I gave him everything he needs to create it. A nice desk, a good computer, a couple of guitars, a small keyboard, and of course a nice double bed and a big rug, 2 nightstands, a microphone, and some decoration here and there. I imagine this guy creating music to share on YouTube, so I also added, let's call them some prices. Basically, I chose the microphone that doesn't have the pop filter at the front and customized it to make it look like 1 platinum and 1 gold. I placed them on the dresser, and behind them I added those standing picture frame and customized them with the 100k YouTube plug and a 1 million gold plug. So from the front it looked like it's a YouTube award, and I also added a mirror and a couple of dresser, and once again I used the puffy armchair. So overall the atmosphere in this room is very moody but extremely warm and very creative. And I went in with a more modern furniture to give this room a stronger personality. Alrighty, let's move on to the next room. This one is the twin kids room. It's very spacious with 2 single beds, 2 nightstands, tons of toy, and a little desk for their homework. I added decoration here and there to make it feel really lived in. This room faces the back of the house, so you get a nice view of the pool and the garden area. Since it's a kids room and not teen, I used some farm animal artwork on the walls to bring that sweet farmhouse charm into the space. Right between these 2 bedrooms, there is a bathroom equipped with a bathtub, a shower, a vanity, and a toilet. And across from it, we have the laundry room with 2 washing machines, some cabinets, a faucet, a cleaning supply, and few decoration here and there. Last but not least, for this floor, we have the teen girl's bedroom. I designed this room almost like a junior suite. She does have an ensuite bathroom, even though she doesn't have a walk-in closet. Inside the room, I added a nice big bed, a large rug, 2 side tables with some pendant light on top, a mirror, and the same fireplace I used in the other main rooms. There's also a TV, a sofa, and a couple of armchairs. I wanted this bedroom to feel like a teen lives in it, but still stay cohesive with the rest of the house. So I placed one of those makeup tables and gave her some lights and a camera because I imagine her to be super into makeup and film tutorial for social media and stuff like that. Then I sparkle a few decoration around, nothing too overwhelming, and I was done. Regarding her ensuite bathroom, she has a shower, a vanity, and a toilet, and few decoration here and there. Still on this floor, we also have another room which is a bathroom with a bathtub, a vanity, and a toilet. And this, my friends, bring us to the end of this big build. It's not the biggest I ever done, but honestly, it is still huge and packed with space and activity for every single member of the family. Alex, if you're watching this, I really hope you love how it turned out. Let me know in the comment section down below what do you think and how it feels in your game. And for the rest of you guys, what do you think about the house? How close do you think I got to recreate this house in inZOI? And since I didn't have any reference for the floor plan and the wall back of the house, I'm really curious, do you think I nailed the back of the house or did I totally fail it? Also, are you as sad as I am that we can't resize the fold object anymore? Or maybe it still works for some of you. If you want to test it out, I will leave in the description down below a quick tutorial showing you how to resize the fold object. Please let me know if they stay resized after reloading the game or if they return to their original size. And before we move on, I think this might actually be the longest voiceover I ever recorded, like ever. Let me know, what do you prefer? Do you like this longer, chatty, details voiceover, or do you prefer a bit less talking and more music? I'd really love to get your feedback so I can make this video exactly the way you all would enjoy it. One more thing, in the next 15 days I'll be traveling, so I might be a little slower answering comments and texts, but I'll still do my best to get back to all of you because you know I love reading your message and your feedback. It's really precious to me. Like, honestly guys, your comments and your message are one of the best part of this YouTube journey. Before I go, I just want to say a huge thank you to all of you guys for being here and supporting me. Truly, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for spending your time here with me and watching my video, for your messages, your comments, and for supporting this channel the way you do. It honestly means more to me than I can put into words. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave it a thumbs up. It truly helps to shape the content the way you guys like it. And if you haven't already, subscribe and join our little community of gamers and builders. And if you want me to recreate your dream home, don't forget to join my Discord. You can send me a picture and a little description of what you like, and I'll do my best to bring it to life in inZOI. Okie dokie, my friends, enjoy the rest of the speed build. I hope you have all an amazing rest of your days, and I'll see you in the next video. I love you guys. Bye!
Walking alone the street. own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul.